Podcast. We'll be sitting down with a fresh guest each week. Someone who shares the same kayak fishing passion that runs through our veins. We're talking kayak anglers, kayak companies, lure experts. Heck, anyone who's got a story to tell about landing the big ones from a kayak. We're setting our sights on becoming the #1 kayak fishing podcast in the world. You'll get a chuckle, a grin, and hey, maybe even a belly laugh. Because we believe in the power of humor. But above all, we're here to educate and inspire. So, whether you're a seasoned kayak angler or just dipping your toes into this exhilarating world, join us on the Kayak Fishing Obsessed Podcast. It's time to reel in adventure, camaraderie, and the joy of the catch. Here's your host, Daren Wendell.
Hey, you fish freaks. Welcome to episode number 100. Seth, we made it, brother.
What up, dude? We made it.
We did it.
I mean, they made the last 10 or so.
They did.
You did the other 90. Good job.
Yeah, there we go. A little heavy lift. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hopping in. I got a ton of people in the green room. This is going to be fun. But this episode is brought to you by Dark Horse Tackle, delivering premium small batch baits from American small businesses right to your door. Make sure you check them out at darkhorsetackle.com. In fact, some of you will be trying them out for free, as I'm going to be giving away 3 $25 gift cards to Dark Horse Tackle live tonight. Also, a couple new members this past week: Kevin Ringer, AJJP Productions, Marcus Miller. Now that I'm full-time, this stuff matters. So thank you guys. Appreciate that. But Seth, tonight we're going to have a boondoggle. Yeah,
this is an elite green room right now that I'm looking at the bottom of the screen that you folks can't see yet.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So I named it Boondoggle. For Chad, throw this name around a bit. Comes from the deep south. And here it is. This is what the show is going to be tonight. You guys ready for this? Here's the definition. Work or activity that is wasteful or pointless, but gives the appearance of having value. There we go. That's gonna be tonight. It's actually not true. I'm giving away over $1,500 in fishing gear tonight. So it's gonna be a good time. In fact, let's stop talking about it. Let's bring in the cadre. Alex Rudd, welcome to the show. JT, welcome to the show. Chad Hoover, Gene Jensen, Jay. We got Andy and Christina. Welcome to the Boondoggle.
Thanks for the education on that.
Yeah, I looked. Yeah, obviously I looked it up today. I asked Chad what a boondoggle was in the green room, and he actually got it pretty close. So I'm loving it, guys. I'm having you on tonight. What?
I got it dead on. Wherever you looked it up, got it pretty close.
Oh, there we go. There it is. I love it. Every time I have Chad on, he always comes in and makes fun of something I said in the intro, and so this is beautiful, guys. The reason I had everyone on the screen is because, one, I'm thankful. It's not lost on me. We are in the middle of fishing season. This is content creation magic. So the fact that you guys took out an hour of your time to hop on and just shoot the bull, I'm grateful. I'm honored. That's not lost on me. Two, many of you have been on the Kayak Fishing Obsessed podcast more than once. In fact, I think everybody on here has been on here more than once. So I wanted to have you on to thank you for helping make it what it is today. And I'm excited because we still got years into the future on this thing. So we're just going to tell stories, hopefully make fun of each other. That'll be a good time. And every 15 minutes or so, for those of you listening in, we're going to do a stop, and you have to be present to win. We're going to do a randomizer. So you have to type in a keyword, and we'll do a randomizer, and we'll give away. Tonight we have 3 $25 gift cards to Dark Horse Tackle. We have 2 $50 gift cards to Kayak Bass Fishing. We have 1 $500 mystery box from Fish Vault. And man, the stuff that's in that, there's Costas in there, Garmin units sometimes in there, Yeti stuff comes out of that thing. So that's awesome. And then we're giving away, at the top of the hour or so, we're giving away a Hoodoo Sports Element 100S sit-on kayak. And there's a lot of you who are like, that's mine. You've been telling me all week, that's mine. And so all you guys are giving you sad stories about how this is going to be yours. So this is going to be good. So tonight, let's go and get this party started. I want to just hear life updates, what's happening with the channel, professional, personal, what you're doing now, and kind of what the future looks like. Rudd,
what?
Kick us off. You're like right next to Seth, and we'll go you, and we'll kind of make our way around the horn here.
What am I doing?
What are you doing exactly? What's been going on?
Yeah, I'm here. No, no, it's life's good, man. Listen, life's great. I can never complain. Any day that I get up and I've got 2 functional legs and functional lungs, it's a happy day for me. But a lot going on in the rud world. Just had a new baby not too long ago, so that was absolutely awesome and has been absolutely awesome. It's one of the funnest experiences of my life. And a lot of people they make it out to be some like horror story. They're like, it's so bad and you're gonna be so sleepy and you're so exhausted. And yeah, you're all of those things, but what in life that isn't hard is worth doing? That's kind of my philosophy on it. Hard things are worth doing. And so this is totally worth doing. And so I'm absolutely loving it. And like you said, man, the fish are biting. So I just got back from New York week before last. It was an absolute blast. Me and Bailey cracked 32 pounds on Cayuga. We made some really awesome videos. It was really, really fun. And then week after next, I'm going to the great state of Michigan to just keep the northern train rolling and see if we can catch some more big fish. But yeah,
you're going to Whitehall, aren't you?
Yeah, that's where I'm going to Whitehall. The good people of Whitehall set me up for this trip. And so I'm really excited to get up there and go exploring, because when we were up there for the Kayak Adventure Series, I was trying to figure out how to catch the biggest fish I possibly could, which I'm always trying to figure that out. But I was really kind of hyper concentrated on that. Whereas now I'll get 7 days to just go explore everything that I can possibly explore and just have fun every single day. And so that's the plan this go around. So
you just going solo? Or you got a crew going up with you?
It's going to be me, Bethany, the baby, and my mom.
So that's the crew.
That's the crew.
No important crew. Then right there.
Yeah, that is the crew. That's the crew to have, especially when you're traveling with a baby. Bring the mom. The mom helps.
Have you launched any of those videos from New York?
Yeah, first one dropped Sunday. I got another one coming out this coming Sunday. This Sunday is the 32-pound bag one, so you'll want to watch that. And then past Sunday was fun too. Definitely go watch it, because Bailey convinced me of 2 things. The first one was, you won't need that other torpedo battery. And the second one was, it's not going to rain. And he was wrong about both of those things.
Yeah. You didn't have your rain jacket?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's cold.
Yeah. So it was a cluster, to say the least. I'll just put it this way. I ended up wringing my socks out. That's how wet I got.
Welcome.
I won't play spoiler, but at the end of the video, he ended up wearing Bailey's clothes. Just so you know.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
That is how good that.
You're gonna get my click, that's for sure.
Dude, go check it out. I just need to change the title too, and I had to wear my buddy's clothes because we went fishing. That would get a lot of clicks.
First, Bailey got him really wet, and then he ended up wearing his clothes. So
that's it, bro. That's exactly.
Wow. 153 live right now. It's going to be a good show. If you haven't done so, please sometime during the show hit that like button, get some extra juice out of this on YouTube moving forward. Rudd, next to you is Gramps. Gramps, I know you've been running pretty hard the last few days. You look like you've been out in the water with that awesome suntan you got going on.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an adventure. So little life update for those of you who don't know, I actually still work for the federal government, Department of Army, and we've been playing the whole dodge the Doge. Many of us trying to keep our jobs. So I haven't traveled a whole lot this season like I normally would. It's just one of those things. But at the end of the day, it might be an opportunity that I could retire a little early and perhaps join this crew of creators and doing things a little more full time. But if that doesn't happen, then I've still got 3 years to go before I actually go full time. But life updates.
Real quick.
Gene will enjoy this. I bought my first pair of 38s in I don't know how many years.
Congrats, brother.
So, I've been following the same kind of plan Gene's been on. I actually was recently where he started. And then my goal was obviously to continue to get down under 200. And, a lot of this, again, as we get a little older, a little more, want to do a little more, want to come out and fish with more of you guys more often. And to be able to do that, I need to be a little more mobile. So first time I've been under 250 pounds for a long time, because when I started this journey a year and a half ago, I was 348.
Whoa.
been putting in a little work, eating healthier, doing the right things, going the right ways, and just working on getting my health better so that when I do retire, I can go do more things with the people I like to do them with. A lot of you guys, and of course, Gran. But yeah, work has been nuts. And, you know, for me, still being a full-time information system security manager, it is what it is. I fish when I can. I create content when I can. I don't have a set schedule. Just whatever comes to mind is what comes out. But the focus lately has been on me. But yeah, speaking of why I look so rosy and red and whatever, we had my local club, the Southern Indiana Yak Angler Club. We had our weekend brawl. And that started Thursday morning at 6 and ended Sunday evening at sundown. What? And it's fish as much as you want, wherever you want in public waters. And you know, just basically it was blow for back and forth and craziness. And of course, I'm out there as every minute that I can. And I slayed probably more 12 to 15 inch jinks. I bet I was catching 30 fish a day where some people were getting 5-6 bites a day. Problem was they were catching 18s and 20s, and I kept catching the same cookie cutters over and over again. But it was a blast. It's a fun time, especially when you get to fish with your local clubs. Of course, Daren and I have an event coming up together here.
It's coming, folks.
Next month. That's what, 2 weeks?
It's like a little over 2 weeks. In fact, I'm doing recon tomorrow. We'll get to that in a minute.
Excellent. So, yeah, Daren and I are teaming up to fish the Springfield, Ohio Kayak Adventure Series together. And we're going to go out there and have a good time. We always end up competing against each other, knucklehead. This time we're teaming up.
Maybe that's the magic, Gramps. Maybe that's the magic.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm actually leaving tomorrow. Real soon, like 4 a.m. I'm waking up, driving to Springfield, Ohio. Another part of the Caribbean of the Midwest, for those of you who have been following along. Yeah. And I'm going to be fishing the Clarence B Reservoir and the Mad River. And so I got a special guest that I'm meeting up with tomorrow, and we're going to be doing a float together. So there are going to be 2 videos coming out of that trip over the next couple of days. So pretty excited about that. What I'm not excited about is the rain that's coming tomorrow. But hey, when I was down at KBF headquarters, Chad hooked me up with a nice rain suit. So thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So we'll put that to use, unfortunately, tomorrow. So Gramps, deep down, are you like, hey, I actually want to be Doge so I can go do this thing full time?
I just went to go catch some fish.
all I want to do, guys, is just catch fish all the time. I just want
to catch fish. I mean, I went to Texas hunting for a 10-pounder, caught a 6-pounder. It was nice.
That's nice.
You know, it's just, I still, for those who don't know, my biggest fish I've ever caught in my 40 years of fishing was an 8.67 pound bass on the banks of Lake Fork back in 1997, right after I got out of the Army, before I moved back to Indiana, and I have never beat that fish. So
1999,
always hunting for the next big fish.
Yeah, I was graduating high school in 1999.
Yeah, so that just tells you how long I've been chasing, you know, bigger fish. My biggest fish in Indiana is 6 pounds, 8 ounces, but I'm still chasing something bigger than 8 pounds, and that's what drives me to get on the water every time. And I've got opportunities to go fish with Chad and Gene, and you know, it's just we go fish, have fun, but you know, when it's your day, it's your day. And you know, that's what keeps us in pursuit for life.
Going. Now, Gene, you've got a nice little weight loss story going on. For those of you who haven't been following along, kind of hard not to, because when I saw you at Knucklehead first year, I was like, it's Gene Jensen. I saw you second year, I was like, who's that guy? Oh, that's Gene. And you were telling me you went on this you deep dive, just eating healthy, eating less. How much weight have you lost over the past?
I'm still at 90 pounds.
Wow, that is crazy. Congrats. All right. Well, look, we're already at 16 minutes. It's giveaway time. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll keep on going around the horn. So how we're going to do this, I have this little tool over here. And if you type in the comments right now, all this right here, dark horse tackle, you will be entered. I'm sorry, I spelled that wrong. Just put it all together. Don't put any spaces into it.
No spaces.
Dark horse tackle, go ahead and do that. I will add this to the stage, and we'll see the entries.
Yeah, no spaces. If you put a space, it won't count it, right?
There we go.
Gene's trying to win here.
I don't know why mine's doing three of them. I just hit enter once.
Oh, I think it's sending it to like all. I don't know.
Yeah, I linked it. I linked to all of my socials, so that could be it.
There we go. We have
Gene has
160
8 entries.
You actually, I was doing some research on this. You actually can't have more than one entry. The logic in this randomizer cuts out. So we have 164 people on live right now. We got 75 entries. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and then we're going to draw 3 times. Now, this is going to be for the Dark Horse Tackle $25 gift card. You're not going to be able to win twice. I click that box there. We're up to 99 entries, giving you guys another 30 seconds or so.
So there's going to be 3 $25 giveaways.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Get this party going. A lot of Dark Horse Tackle. 106. You guys about 10 seconds to get that Dark Horse Tackle in. We'll get this thing rock and rolling. 5.
A lot of people have probably been noticing. I've been looking over here at my other screen. That's what I've been digging through Dark Horse Tackle while we've been talking.
Oh, there you go. Those guys are awesome. They're around. They're up here in Pennsylvania and Ohio. So those are my people. They have a subscription box, which I am a part of. You can a la carte. So they got a bunch of different lures from all these American.
I just got a full package myself.
Ooh, there we go. All right, we are at 113. I'm going to draw. We're going to draw 3 times. You guys ready for this? The randomizer. Who's going to be the first winner? We have 10K Sweaty Fishing. I haven't made mention about his name for the past 3 or 4 podcasts. I love it. So congratulations. That's 1. We're going to draw again. Draw number 2. Everyone's like, oh, crap, my name just went by. There's not a chance it's going to fix me. Oh, I just saw one of my teammates fly through there. Keith Barassa, congratulations on Dark Horse Tackle number 2. Dark Horse Tackle giveaway number 3. We're going to draw one more time. Here we go. Who we got? We got Alexis, Zach, Basshole, Austin, Coop, Mike, Gaddis. Congratulations. You're the winner of the 3rd $25 gift card. Now here, this is how you're going to show me that you win. You're going to take that. So I know it's your name. Some of you guys have like 10K Sweaty Fishing. I don't know who you are. And so you're going to have to send me an email to the ticker on the screen here. That is my email address. You're going to have to send me a screenshot of your YouTube channel. So kind of prove that it is you. So send that to the email on the screen. Let me go hide this up. We'll keep this party going. In 15 minutes, we'll do another giveaway, which will be the Kayak Bass Fishing Bucks. Oh, Gramps, you get to pick. Who goes next?
Let's talk to Bearded Paddler.
Bearded Paddler and Christina.
Because I know what the rest of the Yahoo's been doing.
Yeah, no,
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, good deal.
Did you get a new camera? Because I feel like it's a lot crisper and clearer since last time we talked.
Yes. I am notorious for spending too much money on gear. But new camera, got some new lens, getting into the wildlife photography. Just that's what I use YouTube for, is just funding my out of the way hobbies there. But first of all, congratulations on 100, man.
Hey, thank you.
And,
you know, when I started, the average podcast length. Like I did research on this when I got into it. The average episodes for a podcast is 7. People crash and burn after 7 for whatever reason. So I don't know. But thank you.
The length of podcast episodes, I'm sure you've gotten pretty good on that too.
What do you mean by that?
We got a lot of talkers in here.
I'm surprised. They're being really good. I'm actually disappointed. I was hoping they're going to interject and poke at each other.
I don't know, Chad.
I can do this. You're ugly. Gramps, you're ugly. Gene, you're ugly. Jay, you're ugly. I'm not going to say nothing about Christine. She's actually kind of pretty. Seth, you're ugly. Daren, you're ugly. Everybody's ugly, but the prettiest one of all is me. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Beard. That's so good.
Hey.
And
can we talk for a second about the
how many of us are covering up our face with a beard? I mean,
looking at the screen right now, it's like the It's like the Brady Bunch of facial hair. You've got the squares on all the sides, and yeah. But
I saw a video with Rudd in it once with no beard, and I understand why the beard is so fantastic.
Yeah.
I've not seen my face since I was 18. So
I think I saw you in a picture on Facebook, or you like showed something back in a video at one time, and I was like, I will never forget that little baby face.
Rudd, I haven't seen my face.
I went through that. I was like really fat, and then I lost like way too much weight because I lost 100 pounds and got down to 165, and I looked like an anorexic deer that had cancer. And then I had no beard then either, and it was just really, really rough. And then I kind of like equalized back out to like what a grown man should weigh. You know what I mean? And
that was the picture I've seen.
I haven't shaved since you were 10, Rudd.
You sounded like a POW, and the kid from Sling Blade had a baby, and you talked like a chipmunk. It was like, hey guys, of today's video. It was like,
I gotta go watch that now.
It's more Boomhauer. Hey man, how y'all doing? I'm going to talk about a little bit. I'm going to stay on my own. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yep, straight up East Tennessee.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful what we ask for.
10 or 12 Andy. The last time I shaved my beard.
12?
But really excited about what we got a project coming up here. We've named it Take Me to the River. We're going to be doing a river series. It's going to be a little bit more of a cinematic journey instead of me just going front to back on a kayak. And I'm still going to do that content, obviously, but this is going to be more of the labor of love for me personally, because this is something that I'm passionate about, and looking forward to doing that. Going to do more Arkansas, Missouri rivers and creeks, and then hopefully, if there's enough support on it, people want to watch it, we'll kind of expand that out, kind of go to some different states, some different waterways. So we just picked up the kayak today, got some gear in, looking forward to getting that on. And obviously, we'll shout out sponsors on those videos that, donated that.
You can do it now. You got a new canoe coming your way.
Well, we've got it now. So New Canoe donated the kayak. A company here locally in Rogers, Arkansas called Yak Lights donated the spotlight and the lighting for it. New Canoe also donated the foot control steering. We're going to be doing some other stuff too. But at the end of the series, we're going to be donating the kayak to Rivers of Recovery, local here to Arkansas, but they're also, they do it nationwide, but they help veterans in need. They do guided fishing trips at no cost to the veteran. And I know there's other organizations like that, but this one in particular, got to know this gentleman, Levi. We've had him on the podcast, and just a phenomenal person. Got blown up, come back to the States, and has done nothing but killing it for them. So like the fact that we got companies like New Canoe that are supporting organizations like that. They were 100% behind that, no questions asked. And looking forward to supporting them, and looking forward to just getting out on some waterways and hopefully creating some content that people want to watch, and obviously that I enjoy making, because burnout's real. I know, I'm sure each one of you up here have kind of experienced that at one time or another, where you kind of lose a little bit of the steam, and I'm kind of getting that back. Obviously, I'm working a little bit more, being on the road a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to kind of get away from it a little bit more. But really, really looking forward to doing this. Just can't speak about that enough, and then just also supporting a really good cause there.
Yeah. So Back to the River. That's what it's called.
Do I know?
Back to the River. What's the series going to be called?
It's called Take Me to the River.
Take Me to the River. So what should we expect in a piece of content? Is that going to be like a 3-part series, or you're like, hey, I'm going all in for the season on? Yeah,
I'm going to do a season. I'll probably do videos through until the fall. We've been we've had a lot of water, like a lot of the South has been. It's been raining for the last 3 or 4 days. We couldn't even get to some water because I'm looking to shoot some intro scenes already, but yeah, we couldn't even get to some of the places. So that's going to be good, I think, for the long run. This year, hopefully it's a little bit of a wetter season, because the last couple of years, it's really good about this time of year, and then it just really dries up and it makes some of the water unfloatable. So
I still got people over in the comments writing Dark Horse Tackle. You're a little late to the game. That stuff was given away like 10 minutes ago.
Hey, they're just getting warmed up.
I know, getting warmed up. We're going to have a different word, so you can't use the same one moving forward. But Seth, any comments over there? I looked over, and I have a little, for those you don't know, I'm over here looking at the comments. There's over 300 sitting here. I haven't.
Yeah.
So
There's a few. In the beginning, there was a lot of folks like this.
Dieter.
There's a lot of beards. I feel inferior. A lot of beard talk over there.
Dieter, grab your catfish pole and grow a beard. Let's make this thing happen.
We have another few folks asking who won the sweet kayak. That has not happened yet. That's going to be at the very end. So
yeah,
stick around.
In about an hour. And I think I'm going to wrap it up in an hour because I know Gramps is like falling asleep. I got to get up at 4 a.m. and drive to Springfield. And everyone wants to like, hey, I got to get up early and go fishing tomorrow morning. But that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Christina, are you doing the same thing? You're going to be like back to the river?
I'm going to do whatever he tells me to do and also balance work.
Wow,
and
that
working on my
sounded a little
doctorate.
bit Chad, no, Rod, no.
You need to create an online course. You need to create an online course series on how to be a wife, and you can sell.
Oh my gosh.
We'll all buy it.
$1,000 a month.
You got
It's real easy if your husband is not like a 12-year-old.
Yes.
Oh,
As long as
that
you're
counts all of us out.
Bethany reposted the other day on TikTok. My biggest flex in life is that I didn't marry a loser, and I was like, "Thanks, honey. I really appreciate that."
Wow.
Well, I mean, and this the funniest thing that I tell people about her is when we go out to new places, we like to, sometimes we just like to go drive and just unplug a little bit. Her favorite thing to do, it's not shopping for clothes, shopping for shoes. What is it?
Shopping for tackle.
We've got tackle storage. So we've got an update, like a nice closet system. Like we've got plastic containers. She organizes it. So like the OCD and that fishing life added together, everything is just organized. We got swim baits, crank baits, creature baits, stick baits.
She organizes all that for you?
So how much would you charge to come and do my stuff? Because mine looks like the tackle warehouse had a grenade thrown in the middle of it. That's what my crap looks like.
If you can hold off for like another year and a half until I'm done with my dissertation, then I will come do it for free and we'll go fishing.
Listen, mess this
Dibs. I'm second in line. I'm going to go throw that out there, Red.
Okay, that's good with me. That's fine.
Yeah, I promise you could probably make a business out of that. People are like, hey, I don't want to do that. If you organized it, brought in, oh my gosh.
And it'd be a recurring thing too, because nobody.
Yeah, give it a week. You can come back and do it all over.
It's like mowing lawns around here. It's like, you get 4 or 5 people and just get them on a rotation. You can quit your job. I can live the life that I was meant to live. And
what life was that?
Everyone's happy. Fishing, videotaping, whatever the heck I'm doing. And and hopefully people love to watch it.
Yeah, literally, he's been at Lake of the Ozarks for the past week or so.
Yeah, Memorial Weekend. Yeah.
I was there not 5 minutes. It was like, hey, there's a tackle shop over there.
Yeah.
So I dropped him off to work and went straight to the tackle shop.
Andy, my friend, you're living the dream.
It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time. All right, we are at 30 minutes. And so this one, you need to throw KBF over there in the comment section starting now. So let me go and share the screen. You guys can see everyone coming up. And I think it's we'll just go ahead and have Chad start talking. Brother, we got done spending a week together. Man, that was a sick week. You took me night fishing, which was a blast. I don't know if I've ever gone like the entire night. And so give us an update. What's happening with Chad Hoover? What you doing now? What can we look forward to in the future?
Well, I didn't really plan on jumping into the whole fat boy thing, but since everybody else kind of did, I picked this up like last week. I'm about halfway through it. It's a book by a guy named Ben Azadi called Metabolic Freedom. I started not so much dieting. I'd been dieting, but we kind of got it loosely off of it while you're here. But I kind of buckled down. In about 13 days, I've lost 30 pounds. And I'm doing the same shit. I'm like, yesterday I started a 100-hour fast to kind of do a base reset. And so I'm going to do the same thing. My goal is to drop 100 pounds by the national championship. So I'm planning on looking like that POW that Rudd looked like a few years ago, or pretty close to it. I'm looking for between 195 and 200. But a big part of that is because actually Daren and I are launching a new endeavor together that has kind of been being worked on behind the scenes. and that is the taking the bull by the horns and creating the first kayak fishing specific safety training curriculum, in which I plan on inviting everybody here into to help be leaders. And we've got a really unbelievable board that we put together of advisors. I tried not to duplicate the same board as the KBF Board of Advisors. That way we've got the ability to take what the Board of Advisors there does and move it over to KBS Board of, Advisory Board to even double, validate everything that we're doing. I'm actually going to the course on Gunnersville next week to go through the ACA Level 2 instructor kayak fishing river thing, just to see if there's anything I can glean from it to add to our curriculum. But I've been doing this for 30 years. About 8 years ago, I started keeping track of it, and there's 217 people that I know of in that 8 years that have died fishing in kayaks. And most recently, kind of the one that lit the fire under my ass was the pictures of the gentleman that passed on Sandy Cooper, which ironically enough is where KBF started. So it was like where I started really getting hardcore into bass fishing. So it was kind of like a extra kick in the junk, is I knew like that spot, and the guy's PFD was on the back of his seat. Yep. And it's just, there's so much senseless loss. Got a short notice call to drive to Florida last week to greenlight the production of the PFD that I've been wanting to do for about 5 years. So we're going to be launching a kayak fishing advanced safety training company where you can do online courses up to guide instructor, have to do them in person, which we'll try to tie together with the Boondoggle concept. Launching the PFD finally. I've got a manufacturing partner in Nicaragua.
Sweet.
And it's literally going to change the game of the way PFDs are built, the way they're thought of, the way they're manufactured, and the way that they're modular in with your kayak and even potentially even with your vehicle. So I'm pretty excited about that. I didn't plan on talking about this coming onto the show, but I've had like a ridiculously stupid health deal and it scared the absolute shit out of me. And I don't get scared of stuff, but through a bunch of people that are in my really close circle, kind of being able to lean on and just praying and all that good stuff. Like last week or a week and a half ago, I got the news that it's nowhere near like as bad as we thought it was. So I'll be honest with you, man, that kind of felt like a 4,000 pound gorilla got off my back. It's felt like I've got like this renewed sense of purpose. The fact that we were launching K-Fast, the PFD was coming to fruition. I got an offer from a major media company that I really can't talk about yet, that if this thing comes to fruition, it's going to change my life, the lives of everybody in my family, and then what I can do for this community. So I have always tried to live my life like, this philosophy of, if you found out today was your last day on earth, would you be glad you did what you did yesterday? Yeah. And now I got an even more like realistic perspective of all that. But, it was one of those things, man, that just lit a fire under my ass. And, I'll just tell you guys, I was on the water when I got the call and Gene was like 2 coves over, and I tried to buck up and motor over there, and I just freaking lost my shit. And so it wasn't because I'm scared. It wasn't because of any of that. It was because I got so much stuff left to do. Right. And I've been fiddle farting around, even though I tell people, like, if you're not willing to risk everything you got, you'll never get everything you want. I really firmly believe that. I've done it twice by getting out of the Navy, by selling, the retail store with Hook One. And now it's the third time I've had these things I want to do that I've been scared to do. And I'm not anymore. Like, it just feels like this freedom, right, to do it. And I have focused on the wrong things. I focused on trying to be the Bassmaster and the FLW of kayak fishing. None of that stuff filled me up. What fills me up is getting people into this sport, watching the light bulb come on, taking people out and watching them just get it, right? That, you know what I'm talking about? Every one of you guys have taken somebody kayak fishing, and you just see them when they get past the anxiousness and the awkwardness and all that, and that switch flips and they get it. And then what happens is people get too confident and they get overconfident and they don't know their limits and they don't prepare themselves properly. And then the worst happens. So I want to make sure that we invest in building a culture where it's not taboo to talk about safety, and it's not taboo to talk about mental health, and it's not talk about things that you should do. So if you're over 40 years old and you're a dude, order this damn book right here. I'm not getting any affiliate crap off of it or anything. It's called Metabolic Freedom. I've read a bunch of them. This one's the best one because you owe it to yourself to be the best self you can be. And I'll say another thing. I joined the Navy 17. I got poked and prodded and over-analyzed, as you do in the military. And when I got out, I didn't want to go to the doctor. I just didn't. I hadn't gone to the doctor in 13 years. If you're over 40 years old and you're a dude, go to the fucking doctor.
Yep.
Go get a checkup.
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you, go. Not getting into all the details, but I'm just going to tell you, do it for your family, even if you are a selfish jackass like I was, because it's way easier when you find stuff early. So if you ain't been to the doctor in a year, go. Just go. If you're not investing in yourself, invest in yourself. Get in better shape. Pour stuff into your brain. Be a better you by investing in you. It's not selfish to invest in yourself. And I thought that way for a long time, even though I have to play this larger than life character and do all this other crazy stuff. So now I'm investing in me because I have to. But if you're over 40, go to the doctor, get a checkup, get regular checkups, and save yourself a lot of heartache. But I got the best news I've ever gotten in my life other than, hey, I'm pregnant before both of my kids were born last week. And so I am fired up to exercise leadership in a new capacity in this space to where we invest in making our sport as safe as it can possibly be, making people as efficient as they can possibly be on the water, having some fun with it. Just so you guys know, this is not going to be the stuffy safety shit you're used to seeing. Mo Bass just got paroled from prisons. For any of you that know Mo Bass, got a call from him Tuesday.
I've been asking you to do that for how many freaking years?
Mo Bass, right.
Well, he got stuck in a halfway house because when you're on probation in Louisiana, they make you go to a halfway house before you're fully free. So he met this dude named Larry, and him and Larry are like best buddies. And Larry is going to be the guy that we get over here to kind of help us teach the safety stuff. And then both of them introduced me to this lady named Karen. And man, wait till you get a load of this chick. But anyway, all of them will be making their way to Alabama in the next couple of weeks, and they'll start to show up in your social media feeds. And
is it true that Trump pardoned him? I heard
it is.
I thought it was Hunter.
We gotta let him go. It's gonna be huge.
I thought it was Hunter.
What happened? Like, I'll just tell you the story. What ended up happening was, what had happened was Mo Bass had put this Palm Pilot that belonged to Pete Hegseth in a safety deposit box. And he got in touch with Pete Hegseth after he got promoted to Secretary of Defense and said, hey, listen, talk to the big man for me. We can make sure that this Palm Pilot never sees the light of day. And then all of a sudden he got pardoned. He's in a halfway house in Mississippi. And he met Larry and Karen. And it's going to be interesting when they make their YouTube debut. I
mean, we hired them the second we knew, Chad.
Yeah. I don't think you guys know. So what I had to agree to do is like host them to come like live with me. In exchange for that, they're getting their parole. I'm kind of like their that's the only way they could get out of state. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun with it. And yeah, dude,
You
it's
can't
just
have my chair.
What's that?
He can't have my chair.
Well, fine.
If
You
if he's going to live in you, he can't. My chair's right there.
Well, so Gene's chair's right here's what he's talking about. That's where he sleeps when he's here. But what they're going to do is we're going to put a little tent outside, a little dome tent, and I'm going to feed him with a slingshot. It's basically how it's going to work. Just being honest with you. The last time I slept the same place Mobass slept, I had to go get my back shaved, go to the vet, and get fumigated all at the same time. So we're going.
I don't even know where this is going now, but I like it.
We're going to make sure that
quick.
doesn't happen. In other words, what we're saying is we're going to do this safety thing, but it's going to be fun. So yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, let's do some
So
giveaways.
I'm going to leave you with this. If you're a fat ass like I am, the number one thing you can do to be safer is to get fitter. Just is. It's not fat shaming. It's not any of that. It's the number one thing you can do for yourself, for your family, for the people around you, and so that you're safer and more comfortable on the water. It really is. And then the national championship is going to be awesome this year. And then if this media deal goes through that I'm working on, everything that we do from here on out will be massive. And not massive from the standpoint of trying to go back to doing what we did before, but massive from the standpoint of being able to engage the whole community, give back to the community, get people fired up, because I want to start having boondoggles again, fish camps, things where we get together and we break bread, where the number one priority is not to compete. The number one priority is to complete a challenge, to complete a relationship, complete a river stretch, to complete the things that make it awesome. We're going to have a river component, an educational component, a lake component, and all those things. But at the same time, you can also just show up and do nothing if you want. So yeah.
We'll be talking more about that. You hear a lot of it coming out probably around ICAST time, 50 days or so. So exciting. Chad, let's give away these things. I looked over, Seth, we have 680 comments. I think a lot of them, they keep on putting in KBF. If you keep putting it in, you only get one entry.
Yeah. Hey,
the logic's gonna
just let them put it in, bro. Just let it. It's in.
Chad's like, Daren, calm down. Daren, you need to calm down. KBF.
What's the giveaway? What's the giveaway, Daren?
We're giving two $50 KBF Bucks. 3. Chad just upped it to 3.
Bro, my OCD won't. You can't do 3 of one prize and then 2 of another. You got to be like consistent.
There you go. All right, let's add this. Let's go ahead and get this started. We have 155 entries, 210 live right now. Let's go ahead and draw. Here we go. Who do we got? Tony No, Dub D's, IT Pirate, Robert Chadwick. Thank you, Robert. Make sure you send me an email with proving that you are you through doing a screenshot of your YouTube. And that email is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Giveaway number 2, $50 in KBF Bucks. Chad, what can they spend that on?
They can spend it on entries. Oh, no, we're doing 100, bro. It's 3 entries for 100. It's $100. So basically 2 state challenges, 4 catch-22s, 4 knuckleheads. Basically, it's $100 in entries towards any KBF. It's like actually cash at KBF, but for challenges and events that we run on Fishing Chaos.
All right, 3 $100 gift card right on. And that winner was Hogstalkers with a Z, by the way. I mean, come on. It sounds perfect for KBF. All right, go ahead and send me to the email scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And the third $100 KBF Bucks. Here we go. Let's get this party started. Ooh, Akaro, I saw you fly by there. Yak in Life, sorry. Seth, I just saw Seth. Yeah. Seth, I saw your name in there, bro. Corey Minks. Congratulations, brother. Send me the email to the email scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Now we'll go ahead. I'm just going to give you the next name. Give me a second. And here in a second, not quite yet, but I'm going to introduce Gene. I want to hear kind of what's going on with you. And in a moment, I want everyone to put in, if you want to be eligible for the $500 fish vault. As you can imagine, that is going to be, sorry. Give me 1 second. That is going to be fish vault. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get that started. Don't do it yet. And you can do it now. All right, Gene, brother, How you doing, man?
Good.
I want to hear it all. We haven't talked for a while. And in fact, I was down your way, but you had the Kentucky Lake thing. I want to hear about your tournament series. I want to hear about you personally and what can we expect?
First thing to do, grab my screen share.
Oh, is that Mo Bass?
Please be naked videos.
Oh, it's Mo Bass.
Oh, there he is.
How y'all doing? My name is Mo Bass, and I'd like to welcome y'all to the KayakFishing.com series on how to catch Mo Bass. You see how they named that after me? You know, like they put it on my name, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, today we are in a kayak, and we're going to teach you how to use the kayak to catch Mo Bass. Basically, the kayak is like the best way you could ever use to catch a bass from. You could use it in a ditch, in a pond, in a big water, in a lake, in a river, any kind of way you could catch a bass, you could do it from the kayak. And today, you are on the water with Mo Bass. We right next to the interstate. You can hear them cars going by. We in a little old spot. We're going to catch some bass today. Come on with me.
What did he go to prison for? That's what I want to know.
That's a hell of a tooth.
So
bass is what I heard.
Yeah, I love it.
So he lived next door to this chick, and she supposedly gave him this Trans Am, and then he left the state with it. And then she tried to say she didn't give it to him, but then when they went to pull him over, oh Lord, I got the emergency weather alert.
He's got a NATO rolling in their backyard.
Trying to give me a heart attack again. I'm sick of these things.
Gramps is having like flashbacks here.
I thought Gramps
I just got my truck back today.
I took a screenshot there. He said, "Kayak, what?" Shit.
So when they went to pull him over, apparently there was some type of stuff in Ziploc bags in the back seat, and it all just collectively ended up, you know.
There it is. There it is.
And a little known fact, John from Creek Fishing Adventures got off the bank and into a kayak because of that Mo Bass video.
Are you kidding me?
I
thought it was like an inspiration thing.
I'm 99% sure John didn't do that, but I wasn't going to speak for him. I was going to teach him and be like, "Is that what got you in a kayak?" Now, knowing John, that probably would be something that got him into a kayak. So I don't know. You know, that tracks for that man.
I spent 48 hours with that man, and it was fascinating. I loved it. He's
his own person. I'll tell you that.
He's literally his own person.
Nicest man on the internet.
Yeah, right?
Yes, sir, 100%.
Gene, we hijacked you, brother.
That's okay.
I'm going to give it right back to you. You did open it up with Mo Bass, so you knew it was going to go off the rails for a second.
I had to. I'm so excited about that. It's not even funny. But I guess, Team Kayak Series is doing really good. If you guys if the viewers don't know anything about it, is our two-man team kayak series. It's basically a national trail. We've got a tournament coming up on Nickajack here in a couple of weeks, and then after that, we're going up to the Susquehanna River for our last two events. It's to be our last two events of the year, and then our championship will be on Santee Cooper in October, which is going to be absolutely unreal. But I think Susky's going to be our best tournament. But yeah, pretty fun. It's been a blast to watch grow, and a lot of people love it, and it's been fun. Fun and not fun. I don't like sitting in a hotel judging fish all day. I'd rather be out catching them.
I am curious about that. Is that the number one thing? Like,
that's the worst part of it.
Yeah. Did you like expect it, or you're like, I'm gonna have to do that, but then I hated it more than I thought I was gonna hate it?
No, I did, but I'm gonna have to start throwing a beanbag chair in the back of my truck so I can have something other than a bed to sit on.
Oh, you're gonna run the second round.
Yeah, exactly. So
Bucktail over here. TKF's is a blast on Gunnersville, despite the wind, all the freaking wind.
Yep. Yeah, we had there was a ton. We had to limit it because of weather. We had to limit it down to 1 day, and there were still over 500 fish caught.
Whoa.
Yeah, with only 55 anglers,
Chad looks like he just got done writing his doctoral dissertation. Well, he looks like He looks like he would get up in front of a class of people and go, "Yes, men can be women, and women can be men."
That's the Hoover over here. Grandma Hoover.
He actually looks like a physics professor. Just going to throw that out there.
Oh
Get
my
rid of the
gosh.
beard and to be Karen.
I'm not autistic enough for that. Anyway.
So YouTube channel's doing good. I'm kind of burned out on instructionals. Not saying I'm not going to do them, but I need to find something fun to do.
Yeah.
So I got some things coming down the chute that are a little bit more creative, and looking forward to getting started with those. And then it's something I can do all year long. I don't have to only do it when the season's right, things like that. So and then on the side gigs, I've got my garden, which is I got carried away with again this year, and so
and bees.
I had to make a mistake.
Bees.
Well, I've got my father-in-law's getting up in years, and he's having a hard time lifting up beehives and working them and things like that. So I have not done it, and I grew up in a family of beekeepers. I haven't done it because I'm allergic to them, but he's having such a hard time, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just come help you.
How many colonies you got?
Within 9 days, I had 4 hives in my backyard. Went from 0 to 4, and so I've been taking care of them, and this weather sucks. So, we're not going to get any honey this year because of all this rain. And then,
really?
Yeah.
You could do that the whole season, not get like. There's a bee place. I drive by and there's probably 150 colonies lined up on by this house. I was like, what in the world?
Most of your honey is produced between March and 1st of June. Because that's nectar season. That's what they call a honey flow. And because it's rained the whole time, there hasn't been much nectar because it gets watered down and the bees can't process it. And so that's been the biggest issue. So I get to feed bees for the next year and hopefully get some next year.
So I'm actually want to take a little deeper dive on this. I decided it was going to be a boondoggle, right? The appearance of having value to fishing. This is actually valuable. I'm curious. What is it? I have no clue what it takes to be a beekeeper. How many colonies does you have 4? Is there more than that?
Yeah, I have 4. My father-in-law probably has 15. And then on my side of the family, my brother-in-law will have anywhere between 50 and 100 hives throughout the county.
Wow.
How many bees is that?
Oh gosh, there's 40, 50 to 80,000 in a hive, depending on the size of the hive.
Good. You have like 250,000 bees rolling
and
through
if
your
they're
backyard.
if they're healthy, they'll double every 21 days.
21 days?
Yeah.
So, okay, I got a question. So there was a guy who used to keep bees near the chiropractor I went to, and one day his bees just decided to get on the front of a car. Do your bees ever do that?
Yeah, it's called swarming. It's when they get too big for their area, and they will create another queen, and the old queen will leave and take half or more of the hive with them to go find somewhere else. That's how I got all 4 of my hives that are now is through swarms. You put swarm traps up in trees around the area, and it catches these swarms, and you take them. Put them in a brood box.
Did you say queen?
Are
you telling me bees got a queen? They got a queen.
Yeah, but they're better looking than you.
You trying to tell me it's on the whole time in them boxes? It's a bee orgy going on in the boxes with a queen.
Mobass, ladies and gentlemen, has arrived.
That's Karen.
Mobass. Oh no.
Oh, it's Karen.
This is Theodore S. Roll right here, boys and girls. This is your friend. My friends call me T, last name Roll, or T Roll for you Alabama Tide. Anyway, I represent the alternative lifestyles in the South. I just want y'all to know that. I'm so excited that President Trump just pardoned my boy, Mr. Chrisley. So hopefully they'll be back on the TV soon. And
it was huge.
I just got Chad just tapped step in real quick and just talk to y'all a little bit. We're gonna be talking about some stuff on here that y'all might not like here down in the South, but I am excited to hear about these queens and a little bee orgy going on over there in Georgia.
Wow.
I'll shut up now. I'll be. Let me go get somebody for y'all.
I think it's time to do a giveaway for there. I got a question for you in a second, Gene. You can answer it while we do the giveaway. All
right,
Seth, you keeping up with those 1,032 comments that are over there?
Yeah, just a lot of fish balls and roll.
I love it.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I want to know how many
Well
people
done, Gramps. Well
offend
done.
tonight. I just want to know how many people we're going to offend tonight, and how quickly we can get this I actually almost started with, I'm going to see tonight how quickly I can get this podcast canceled, because that is the goal on every podcast that's live that I go on.
You know, I ain't streaming it.
Well, you know what the state flower of Alabama is, right?
Oh, jeez.
No.
Satellite dish.
Satellite dish. All right, we're going to do a fish ball giveaway. This is going to be for $500 mystery box. So if you haven't checked out Fish Vault, I get these. I'm getting ready to get like 3 of them in the mail. I'm going to do a video and unboxing on it. But you can have like Bubba scales in there. I got one of those coming on. You can get fishing reels, Yeti, all kinds of Yeti gear. This stuff's awesome. So I only have one of these. Thank you to Fish Vault for providing this. And it looks like right now I have 149 entries. And we're going ahead to give this away right now. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Why this is coming along. Gene, do you sell your honey?
Yes.
This is like family honey. All right. Right on.
Yep.
All right. Who wins the 5? Seth Mobley. Congratulations. Winning that Fish Vault $500 value mystery box. And if you happen to hop on later and didn't hear how we're doing this earlier, you need to send me an email to the email scrolling on the bottom of the screen. And you need to do I know you're going to be Seth Mobley, but just send me a screenshot. And I know everyone can send like a screenshot that no one else can take. Send it over to me. I have a couple other ways I'm going to verify that you are who you say you are. I used to be a professional fundraiser. It's like my job to go find out information about people. And so congratulations. Now, the last one. Give me 1 second here. Break this off. We're going to do one more. And let me go ahead and get this party started. We're going to do Hoodoo.
It worries me that Chad has this many.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
That's
Chad, what kind of role playing you into there?
That's what I was. This feels sexual.
You should have seen it a few months ago when he was go through hunting for teeth. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hoodoo, HOODOO. Put that in the comment section. This is going to be for the Elements 100S for the 100th show. I had actually a really great conversation with the new owner of Hoodoo, Chris Boulware. And I like the guy. I like him a lot. He's bringing production to the United States. I think 90% of his kayaks are American made. So this is exciting. Chad, I can't even look at you right now. Yeah. Everyone else listening in is like, what in the world? I got to go actually look at this live visually. All right, so go ahead and put Hoodoo, and we'll give that away. We'll start landing the plane here after just a couple more updates. But I'm going to pass it over to Jay. Jay, I like that background. I like the blue. It's looking good, man.
Thanks, bro.
How you been? It's been a minute.
I know. I'm just blessed to be in a room with a bunch of beards. Beautiful, handsome men. Christina, Chad, of course. Dude, you look like a walking filter. Like you're stuck in Snapchat or something.
He is frozen. There's a NATO going through his backyard, so they might have some issue with reception.
But no, man, just been personal life has been just trying to be a dad as best as I can. Just been busy with everything. So ended up last 2 years I started my business. And one thing I found out after I stopped working out of the house 60 hours a week was that I like spending time with my kids while they're awake. Because I was leaving the house before they were up. I was getting home right before bedtime. It wasn't any fun. So started my business. And now like I just want to hang out. We're trying to take them fishing, trying to do all that fun stuff with the kiddos, man. And along with entrepreneurship and growing the business, I have a decorated apparel business doing screen printed everything, embroidered everything, all that good stuff.
HumblePrints.com, is that it? Or Humble Prints?
Humble Imprints, yeah. I merged with another company actually earlier this year. So I've been a little bit busy on that end. So it's prohibited me from going fishing as often as I'd like to. But and we had to stop the podcast too. I did get past the 7 episodes though.
Hey, congratulations.
So, we got almost to 20, but just had to slice some things off that wasn't necessarily.
It doesn't mean you're done. It just means you could pick it up at a later date, right? Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Life gives you some margin.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. So, and then as far as the content creation, I set out with a goal this year ambitious, which was to just enjoy doing it. Because I got really burnt out last season. Right at like November, December was a really hard time to kind of push through. And almost every year, and you guys have seen it, like every year, and this last one was pretty gnarly. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna try to have a good time with it. And so far it's been cool. I've been able to partner with Old Town on their new launch with the EPDL Plus 120 Pro, which was really fun.
Congrats!
Yeah, I got hit up by Eco Fishing and Malone. Still working with them on their release of their new trailer too. So it's been fun. It's been like I've been trying to enjoy it, and at the same time, opportunities have been popping up here and there to monetize it even better.
Yeah. No, I actually just put together this past weekend a Malone Ecolite with bunks, and so I saw you put yours together. I got one. I'm getting ready to do some videos on that as well. So
nice.
I'm liking the Malone. I want to talk a little bit about burnout because it sounds like, oh my gosh, you keep saying, oh yeah, Jay, what is the joke of the day before we get to the burnout? And I sent you one earlier, like 2 days ago.
Send me one.
Yeah.
So what do you call fake spaghetti?
Impasta.
An impasta.
Hey.
I like every single one of us laughed and chuckled at that. It's so bad.
Those get me every time though.
Well, you can't have a bad dad joke because it's just
no. And when me and Christina did your show, like we were going over the different, like your viewers are sending the dad jokes, and like I'm legit just side splitting laughter at the dumbest jokes. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh, we're getting some in the comment section over here, which is a new feature, by the way, for StreamYard. You can actually put the comments that show up on the screen. Early in the show, they were over Chad's face, and I just left them there, but I kind of moved around the boxes.
Can we get back to that?
Yeah, I know, right? I wish I could like move people around. It just kind of throws it up there. So real quick, let's talk a little bit about burnout. Like, is it just production of videos, or is it some other type of burnout?
With me, at least, the production, cutting them up, making sure you got good B-roll, and I always feel like, and again, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong there, but to me, I always feel like we make things a little too complicated sometimes, and making sure you got the good angles, and just forgetting that when you started out, me personally, I was just doing it with my cell phone. And, I think we try to make things a little too complicated and too gimmicky sometimes when people are just looking for some information. But with me, the burnout was just creating content sometimes maybe where it gets a little thin and, but the production side of it, that's where I get my burnout from.
He tries to hand it off to me all the time. I'm like, you don't want me to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought y'all said burn it in the beginning, and I was like, yeah.
Got Cheech over here.
I was getting a little.
Do you have like a costume drawer or something? Cheech and Chad.
Yeah, we saw that.
Good one, Jared.
I gotta admit, I was getting a little excited when the first time y'all said burn it. I thought y'all was about to.
Just never know. Never know. Jay, how about you? Is it burnout? Is it production, or does anybody have any type of like variants of burnout that you're like, oh, not the production? That's not what burns me out. It's people comments that burn me out, or something like that.
No, I don't get the comments. Don't bother me. I mean, for the most part, people are nice, but if they ever say something slick, I'm just like, what? I usually screenshot it and send it to somebody so we can laugh.
Oh, I just straight up post it for the world to see.
But I agree with Andy about the production. Like usually when you start, it's a cell phone or one camera. Then after that, you get a light, and then you get two lights, and then you get the audio, then you get two cameras, and it just multiplies, and everything becomes more complicated than it was when you started. And then that's just the production side of it. Go on to like the idea generation, the executing, the people side of it. You ended up getting really departed from why you started.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to pay attention to Sturgeon Steve's comment.
There's like 1,465 there. Oh my gosh, Seth, you are on it, my friend. Can we do a bonus giveaway to Snake River Manufacturing product? Yeah, I saw Chad's. In fact, my kayak flew off his trailer because they have like roller wheels that are freaking awesome. And that's how I got Chad slipping on the boat ramp, because that would never happen if it wasn't for those wheels and my kayak flying off it just happened. The camera happened to be on. So it's pretty awesome. I love those trailers.
Hey, man.
Burnout, Gene. That's like, oh my gosh. Sorry. Go ahead.
I got some advice for y'all on these comments real quick. Okay. This is a lesson I learned. I only got about like 1.6 million subscribers on my channel. Y'all ain't ever heard of, but check this out. For a long time, I tried to answer all the comments the exact same, actually being thoughtful. Let me just tell you what you do now. Answer every comment. That's not what your mama said. And then boom.
You double, triple the engagement with that. Hey, that's a truth bomb. Thank you, Cheech.
I think Chad's trying to get canceled over here.
Hell yeah.
He hasn't been canceled by now.
Yeah. No, Chad.
Yeah.
He good. Gene, you raised your hand for a quick second. Different type of burnout?
Yeah, for me, it's I'm learning new stuff, and it gets, I got a lot of I don't know. I guess I'm trying to see more into the future of what's going on and where things are going. So I've been learning new things and trying to implement them, and just it just gets my head spinning. So I wouldn't call it burnout. Burnout with comments I'm so used to bad comments, it's not even funny. If any of you YouTubers want a really good word filter, I've got the best one around, because I've spent 16 years.
Oh, you know what? I might snag that from you.
I even have emojis that scammers use that are in my word filter. So
look at that. Get the juice.
And to kind of piggyback off that a little bit, I think we each, I know with me at least, you try to challenge yourself a little bit, because you don't want to do the same thing over and over. Because to me, that creates the worst kind of burnout. That creates just boredom and complacency. And then like you talked about the podcast thing, somebody doesn't see that immediate result. They do their 7 podcast episodes and they just, they quit doing it, or they do their couple of episodes or, a couple of videos and they stop doing it. Me, I want the stuff that I put out to look as good, to be as engaging as possible, instead of just doing, I could do a Hobie video and a stability video every week and probably quit my job off of that, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things where you don't want to keep regurgitating the same thing over and over again, or doing it the same way over and over again.
And I've done the same videos 4, 5, 6 times.
Yeah. You've been doing
over and over and over again. And I'm not interested in doing videos about live scope and active target. And,
yeah, I bet.
I can do a little bit of the techniques and stuff like that. I'm just not, I'll leave that for other people to do. So for me, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next, which is, it's fun. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
Really, and that's very interesting. It's interesting to hear y'all say that, because it's like I've never experienced burnout. I don't know. I'm too ADHD. I don't know. I just don't even like my brain's over here just like working 9,000 miles a minute. So it doesn't stop long enough to think about anything. It's probably what I get in trouble all the time for opening my mouth. But no, I think it's really interesting. Like, one thing that I do to keep myself creative, like kind of talking about what you're talking about, Gene, because like we've had these conversations, like what's the future look like? What's the future of YouTube going to look like? And what's really interesting is, I think there's 2 things. Number one is AI is going to take over everything that we do. AI is, people don't use AI like I use AI or creators use AI. We use AI as a tool to help us do jobs. People, like normal consumers of AI, use AI as a search engine. They search things because it curates the answer that that you're looking for and automatically feeds it to you. And so like that's the future of what we create. You better be leaning on AI, because AI is going to help you to do things. This period.
AI is my secretary, is my pre-production manager, is my is my, it just helps me a ton of different ways.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the second thing that I like to do, and I guess this is just, I don't know, advice from the crazy guy in the room, is like, I look at other niches. I don't even pay attention to fishing. I've said that 1,000 times. Like, everybody always asks me, Alex, what's your favorite fishing YouTube channels? Like, I literally, this is not a joke. This is what I do. I put Wendell's videos on. I put Gene's videos on. I put everybody's videos on, like in another tab on my computer, and just let them play so that y'all get ad revenue. No joke. That's what I do. I don't even watch them. I love y'all, but I don't watch them. I go and watch all the I watch people outside of our niche to figure out how can I take what they're doing and apply it to what I'm doing and take in kind of what you were talking about as far as do what I like to do while still creating a piece of content that people want to consume. Right. And that's something that I do is I'll look to one of my favorite ones right now specifically, and this is going to be funny, is cooking YouTube channels. There are so many good cooking YouTube channels that do such a good job of educating people in such a unique way. And Maddie Matheson is one of my favorite. That dude is crazy. And I've noticed myself lately how I'm editing my videos just to be a little bit more choppy, a little bit more funny, letting Alex Rudd come out a little bit more. Cause I think that we got way too high and tight there for a little while. And we're going to have to unbutton the shirt, get back to us being idiots and just let it run.
Nope, Chad,
no,
keep no,
Rod, why?
Hey, kid.
This is the moment it gets canceled.
That's actually, I don't know if you guys know that or not, but that's actually the title of my channel, guys. It's Air Fryer Chronicles, baby. Because if you don't put it in the air fryer, you a goddamn liar. Air Fryer Chronicles.
I'm gonna piggyback off.
I'm just gonna tell you straight up, bro.
Oh no, it sure it's all right.
All y'all gotta do is get the views.
There you go.
It's just get naked, baby. Just get naked. Bro.
Yes, Daddy.
You think it only works with them internet models, baby, but you just gotta get naked.
Yes. Don't stand up.
Naked.
No. No.
Oh, I ain't standing up for free. I get paid for all this.
Comment section right now. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna piggyback off of Rudd, just for a minute on being yourself. I had a moment and Chad gave me endless amounts of shit about this not too long ago. That's what she said moment. That is me 90% of the time.
Oh my God, yes.
So I've actually come to realize that when we're together doing something, that comes out a lot more, and it makes it a little more interesting because you get to know each one of you as a person. And that's just kind of cool seeing that come out in all of your videos because I've watched all of your videos and you can see those personalities come out, and that's super cool to see.
I thought I knew Chad before today. I realized that I have no idea.
No,
that's not what your mama said.
No idea.
I've known her for 20 years. You want some more?
Which one have I been getting to know?
That is not what your mama said.
I said, meet Chad Hoover. He's like me, but he doesn't bluff. So there you go.
That is not what your mama said.
And just remember, Gene's seat is right next to him.
That comment right there. Darren just left his job to have
20 years. You want some secrets?
Yeah. 10K Sweaty
I've
Fishing.
not been canceled yet. Darren ain't gonna get canceled.
Yeah, 10K Sweaty Fishing. Darren just left his job to have Chad ruin it all in a single episode. All right, you got about 20 seconds to put Hoodoo in the chat section. We're gonna give away this kayak, and we're gonna close this thing down. I know you guys gotta get some sleep. I gotta get some sleep and get up early in the morning. And I have a feeling the longer this episode goes on, the more clothes that come off from Chad. So we gotta close this.
There's
thing
no
down.
more clothes to come off, baby.
Oh no! You just need to stay sitting. Stay.
Started it without no pants.
My wife's gonna be like, "Hey, how'd the podcast go?" Well, we started Chad having clothes
well, we
on,
can't
and
do
then
it
by the
anymore
end,
for 30 days.
Didn't have any, and StreamYard banned me, and I lost YouTube revenue for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Gosh.
All right, gonna pull out some baby oil.
Yeah. Jay. Now we're talking.
Calm down. Diddy over here. Stop it. Stop it. All right, 213 live right now. We have 172, it looks like. 172 entries. We're going to give away the Hoodoo Element. Thank you, Chris Bolware, the new owner of Hoodoo. You guys ready for this? Here we go. All came down to this moment. Who wins? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to say this before it gets out there. If you live in Alaska, if you live in Hawaii, we're not sending this thing to you. You got to live in the contiguous United States, or we're not sending it. So, let's go ahead and give this thing a draw. Here we go. Who's going to win it? Ooh,
we
little things.
Sorry. For the purpose of this drawing.
Say what?
I think
we counting Canada's.
Jesus won it. Oh, come on. Jesus Guevara, my man. Congratulations. You just won yourself a Hoodoo Element 100. You can actually choose Purple Haze, Gray Mist, Marine Reef, Molten Lava, Sea Mist. You can head over there to hoodoosports.com. Look up Hoodoo Element 100S, sit on top kayak, and that is what you want.
Now, listen, I got to tell a story about somebody thinking somebody put Jesus down on a piece of paper.
Let's do it.
This is a true story. I was at a doctor's office one time. I'm sitting in the waiting room, and I go and I write my name, and I don't even notice the guy above me. His name was Jesus. And this lady comes walking up behind me. She's probably, 65, 70 years old. She goes, "This ain't funny. I swear this ain't funny. Who wrote Jesus up here on this piece of paper?" And this little Mexican guy sitting over in the corner, and he raises his hand, and he goes, "My name is Jesus. I will never forget it until the day that I die." I literally was laid down on the floor of the doctor's office crying, laughing. Jesus was really at the doctor, and the lady thought it was Jesus. And so there you go. Welcome to the South.
More stories from East Tennessee.
I got to share a similar Hispanic joke story from my time at the dentist office.
Filter, Chad.
I went to the dentist office, and you know how you have to fill out the names, and the person's on there, and they already got their name on there, and I sit down and the name above me was Jose. So I just couldn't help myself. And I wrote Hose B. And so that way, when they got the names, they said Jose and then Hose B.
That was fun. I got it. I don't know if it was.
Rud gave you a chuckle.
Everybody got a laugh out of it, but they didn't get the Hose
gosh.
B before they shut me down. So anyway.
Jesus, send an email to the one that is flying on the bottom of the screen right now, and I will connect you with Hoodoo Sports. Here's the thing. I don't think I've ever done, Seth, or anybody, a single giveaway in 100 episodes, mostly because I hate packaging crap up. I hate going to the post office, and I hate sending stuff out to you at an expense to me. So I'll be completely honest with you. So now this is great because all these companies are sending these straight to you, and I don't actually have to package anything up. So really excited about that. Everybody else, thank you for hopping in here. We had over 200 in tonight. Gene, Seth, Rudd, Chad, Gramps, Andy, Christina, Jay. Thank you guys for hopping on. It was fun. I had a good time. I mean, I wish Chad would have kept his shirt on, but hey, we can only dream.
He had to show us them tats.
Show the tats
on.
I do. Oh my gosh.
Well,
folks,
I'm texting every one of you a picture after this. So
no.
I believe that too.
Oh, trust me, I have a screen grab.
Oh yeah, this is going. Sending it tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Everyone, I'll see you next Tuesday night for the Kayak Fishing Obsessed Podcast, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Everybody who's a guest tonight, thank you. Everyone who chimed in, awesome. I look forward to getting some emails from you. I am gone the next couple of days, so it's going to take me a minute to get back to you, connect you to the right people. So don't freak out. If you won, you won. But thank you all. You guys have a fantastic night.
Bye. Peace. Bye, buddy.